Hello, welcome back to WhatAreMovie. I am Tony.
And I'm Claire.
And we're back for more Severance. Last time we learned all about Lumen Industries. We learned about a bunch of stuff and we got a lot of questions.
It's funny because yesterday I was talking to someone at work and I asked what they enjoyed most about work.
Yeah.
And they said that they were able to leave work at work. And I was just sat there like...
Yeah.
I was like, have you watched Severance?
But saying that, there's the problem with this whole thing as well, because like the guy said at the dinner table, the one at work never leaves work, ever. No. They get in that lift, and then the lift, like the lift goes up, and then the lift goes back down, and then they work again.
Yeah.
Because that's how they remember. It's just messed up. And then the one who's outside and wanted to forget about all the grief still remembers it all because they don't. It's crazy. But anyway, we are on to Season 1, Episode 2, Half Loop. This aired on the 18th of February 2022, directed by Ben Stiller and written by Dan Erickson. So it aired on the same day as the last one, actually. Same writer and director. I, while editing, made some notes because I noticed a bunch of things.
Some notes?
Yeah, so we're going to quickly go through them in the intro. If you want to skip, you can go ahead and skip to the reaction. But, so obviously they spoke about Mr. Egan. They said, what's Mr. Egan's favourite breakfast? And she's like, that don't make any sense. And he's like, right? And like, the only thing, like, I can think is, what if Mr. Egan is the one who interviewed her originally? And that's one of her more recent memories. Oh, okay. So then if she remembers that, it's clearly not worked. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe.
That's just a little thing, like, who is that? Why is that a question out of everything? Yeah, so he was crying outside, wasn't he? Like a bunch. And then he came in and said his throat was hurting and he was sniffing a bunch. And he said, I'm probably I'm ill. But was that just from the crying?
Maybe.
But he did say Petey was also ill, so I'm not too sure. A really neat thing, when he went into the lift, the guard said, see you this evening. And he didn't say, yeah, see you later, see you this evening. He said, see you soon. Because he goes in the lift, comes out, and he sees him soon. He literally sees him in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
There was a bit where it just showed his desk. It was like his face, but then there was an image, and it only had the two other guys and not him and Petey in the picture.
Oh, okay.
So it completely cut Petey out of the frame, so we didn't know what he looked like. Speaking of the other guys, the Fallout guy's called Dylan, and the John Turturro is Irv. Okay. And I caught their names. That's the thing, while we're watching, we don't watch with subtitles, even though it's in the reaction, but I caught the things. So they do macro data refinery, is what they're doing.
Okay.
And I looked up, so macro data is large-scale aggregate data that provides a broad overview of an economy, regional, or global system.
Sure.
So whatever they're doing is huge. It's big scale. But yeah. Mr. Milchek was the guy, like the right-hand guy of the woman. Obviously, she said you look hungover, which I did mention in the discussion, like, that he seemed to be drinking a lot, and they mentioned he was
would know that because she's his neighbour.
Yeah, and from some of my other notes, she is definitely not severed. No. I don't think she is, because she also, if we jump ahead, she says, you know, my mother was an atheist. Like, she could be lying, which makes sense because they lied about how he bumped his head. Yeah. But how would she know who her mother was if she was severed? That was one of the questions she was asked, what your mother's eyes, what colour are they? So we should have guessed from that part, we should have been like, wait a second. But yeah, what else was there? Oh yeah, I noticed upstairs, they were, like, his card said Mr. Scout, she called him Mr. Scout. But downstairs, they never said surnames. They said Mark S, Helly R. They never said their surnames downstairs, which was interesting. But then again, a thing on his desk, I don't know if it did. I think it said Mark S on it, but I'll have to double check. Oh yeah, the head, that was upstairs engraved on the wall. Yeah. In her office, she had like a little jar with a head in it. And it looked like the same guy. So I think that must be the CEO or whatever. Sorry, I'm just going.
Wait, is this scroll? Oh my!
It's not that much more. It's not that much more. When he was at home, there were two fish in a fish tank he had, and they're like separated in different colours. Oh, it was just kind of neat. His wife's name was Gemma, late wife. You can see Lumon from his house, so it's not far away. Oh. So when he was cleaning out his gut, it showed like the town or whatever, and you could see the water tower or the tower in the distance. Petey went. I didn't notice this. You might have when he joined him in the diner in Pips. He said, "Hi kids, what's for dinner?" Which is what Irv said when he came into
Yeah, they
the
were
room.
mocking.
Yeah, so I didn't
Yeah.
put that together when I watched. The guy called Grainer is after Petey. And also Mrs. Selvig, the neighbour, says, "You're good people," as he's going into the house, and that's a continuation from the discussion she had with him downstairs.
Yeah.
Which again shows she's not severed, because she was like, a department like yours can go good or bad. Do you know what makes the difference? The people.
Yeah.
And then upstairs she said, "You're good people." So that's pretty much it. I just found a bunch of...
You did.
Quite a lot. I mean, there's a long intro. I don't know if I'd include it all, but just to share it with you at least. But yeah. So what do you expect from this episode?
I don't know.
It's called Half Loop. Half Loop was the address he had on the back of the card
Yeah.
to go to. So I guess we're going to find out.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll get on with it because I've been... Yeah. There we go. For reactions in the description, need your copy to watch along. We're watching on Apple TV. Otherwise, let's go.
My eyes watering.
Yeah, don't cry.
Emotional.
You don't know why you're crying. You've been severed. I sever you when you get here. Imagine if all you did was record this all the time, this version. Oh, it's the original recording.
Alteration is comprehensive and irreversible.
That's a wrap.
We're going to see what happens.
Yeah, I guess so.
Next time you'd be sent in the elevator back up.
That's mad.
I love seeing the sunrise on his face. You know, he used to drink 3 raw eggs and milk each morning. His favorite breakfast. We'll get you prepped in here.
Mr. Egan?
Yeah, I guess so.
There you go. Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Like,
There we go. So that's one of the last things she got told. So then if she remembered it, yeah. That's really cool. That's what I said in the intro. Yeah, in our little intro. Oh.
They say it doesn't hurt.
She's awake for this?
guess so. You know that moment where you're like, is it hurting?
Yeah. Maybe it'll hurt for one of them. The one that remembers but not the other one.
Oh no, I couldn't hear someone drilling into my head while I was awake.
No, thank you.
Little vibration now.
Oh, God. Please, no.
Wasn't there just a warning of flashing images, not
Not surgery.
gruesomeness?
It just gets implanted in their brain.
I guess so.
And then limits the access to the memories, right?
How'd you get that out?
Well, Petey bypassed it somehow. With help.
I'll be upstairs after to let you know how it went.
Sorry if I freak out on you a little.
I'm very excited to meet you.
Seems really shady.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, that was the whole conversation at the dinner. Oh my God.
That implant is in deep.
And, like, embedded.
Yeah.
So you can't pull it back out. Oh my God. She's in the elevator now, right?
End of the first day.
Great to see you.
She was leaving the
Orientation
stairwell.
was so much fun.
Yeah. So not the elevator.
Where am I?
We help by bringing them here to the stairwell to experience the transition viscerally.
I'm trying to leave.
No. It's all part of
Oh.
the process. If you want to spin
You
around
are
and
trying to
do
leave.
that.
So
She was going through the stairwell.
Hey there.
yeah, but she didn't experience it. Like I said, yeah, like
Yeah.
we saw it.
That's okay.
So she is trying to leave.
Yeah.
But he's yeah, obviously convincing her. No, that's not what's happening. This is part of the process.
Yeah.
At the stairwell.
She keeps leaving.
Fair. Oh,
That's so cool. You're a bit disorientated. It's fine.
I don't want to be in there, do I?
You're learning that you do. It's amazing what you're doing.
Who is she outside then? Ugh. So now she's in the elevator. She's had her first day.
Yeah.
I love that they showed that because I really wanted to see it from one perspective.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I was like, I wonder if we'll ever get that.
One day down.
Oh, she had the flowers when she left.
She did.
Yeah, we wondered why. Oh, that's so cool. Hey, we get the intro. So apparently, I don't know if it was Ben Stiller found a guy online that made animations and was like, make our intro. It's so trippy, this intro. So So Mr. Egan must be the big boss guy then.
Yeah. But it sounds like he might not be alive anymore. So, like, they
Yeah.
say it was his favourite.
Yeah.
That needle makes so much more sense
Yeah,
now.
it does now that I've seen it, yeah. Christopher Walken is in this. Like, I always forget, like, because I've seen his intro, but... And I'm pretty sure he was in the credits for last episode. He's not Mr. Egan, is he? It didn't look like his face. I love that noise. Just in the office? Oh, I guess because he's...
Yeah.
Yeah, senior. Keir Egan. Is that his name? The,
Guess so.
yeah, definitely going to pause and read all of those. Got a bunch of new responsibilities, eh?
Yeah. So does the soap get emptied every day?
Yeah. That looks cool. Well, there we go. Yeah, it was slightly... You couldn't see him and Petey. Are they going to take a new picture?
Maybe.
Don't look too good. He's going to start feeling sad down here now. Because
Maybe.
he's missing someone else. New photo, yeah. They all have that on their desk.
Yes.
So it's tomorrow now?
It's Monday.
A weekend just happened. I don't even feel like I left.
It's how nights and weekends feel here.
They just never happen.
You get used to it. I find it helps to focus on the effects of sleep since we don't
Yeah,
actually get to
you get the
experience
feeling of
Yeah.
it, but
You may have
that'd be so wild.
They stagger the entries too, so we don't meet on the outside. It's important, apparently.
Bet you bumped into each other.
So I guess we're not friends.
Guess not.
My current
But
file's
what if
called
you become
Tumblr.
friends?
Yeah,
I started some
that's
of
what I
that
reckon they
back.
will.
I've earned 4 of the 5 tier incentives, erasers, and the finger traps that you see displayed here.
What kind of rewards?
That gets you a caricature portrait. I've accrued an embarrassment of wealth in that regard. Correct. One of us gets named Refiner of the Quarter. That shit gets you a waffle,
Waffle
party.
party.
A waffle party?
Don't get your hopes up.
I don't think she was. I think she's a bit more like, are we
What about Mark's
children?
crystal head cube?
That's just something they gave him.
Ellie, could you
Why?
flip on this console?
Why did they just give it to him?
Who knows?
There's a camera on it. They've been watched. 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. It's lost.
Mark, sorry to interrupt. I know you're training.
They go down?
I just noticed you removed the group photos from the desk.
We're gonna take the new ones at Ellie's party today.
Oh.
This is all the data you see. We group each line of code between 5 digital buckets.
I do think the old photos are supposed to stay on the desk until the new ones come in.
So weird.
I love him. He's so good.
All the data comes from upstairs, fully encoded.
How do I categorize it?
Each
Yeah.
category of numbers presents in such an order as to elicit an emotional response in the refiner.
Oh.
Feel a certain way, disconcerting, scary.
Scary. My job is to scroll through this spreadsheet and look for numbers that are scary.
It sounds dumb, and Mark said it dumb.
Do they chant?
Doesn't make sense till you see it.
I just printed out the passage of the handbook on changing out group photos. This might be
go.
good to peruse when you...
It doesn't like a
Am
replacement.
I trapped here?
In what way?
I want to quit. Is that an option?
Well, maybe you should have thought about that.
You can submit a resignation request with your outside self.
Good luck getting that approved.
Tend to be rejected. Plus,
You'll learn to love it here.
quitting would effectively end your life. I mean, in so much as you've come to know it.
That is... Yeah.
Gog at how well I can tell you're already fitting in. The office feels whole. Now,
Does it?
let's get this party started.
Hey, melon party.
Why is it a melon?
Is that what you said? Melon, right?
My name is Irving. I've worked here for 3 years. I know all 9 core Lumen principles.
What's your favorite?
All 9. Today, I think I'd say...
No trust fall today, Irving.
He was just fully ready to go.
Yeah. He must have gone through this quite a few
Yeah.
times.
3 years.
No.
You're not escaping.
Sorry, I don't know anything about myself.
I'm sure you do, Helly.
I guess I went home last night, but I don't know if home is a house or an
I
apartment.
like to think my Audi lives on like a riverboat.
Outie.
I'm sorry. Audis are
They're us on the outside.
Are these
Or
innies?
belly buttons.
Outies and innies.
I guess.
Can I record something back?
Communication between selves is pretty curtailed. The elevators are equipped with something called code detectors.
Lumen original, apparently.
Wow.
However, he got through with the tissue. in
Tissue.
his-
Yeah.
Quite getting the game here. May I? This is Helly. She's 30 years old. She's allergic to almonds. She most definitely
This is creepy.
has a family.
Aww. This is kind of creepy though, because like there's just nothing to
That's a
them.
lot to- With Lumen about 2 years. I absolutely love this game.
You said that last time.
Fair enough.
This game is so fun.
Well,
I guess it's different from doing the work.
I
Miss Pete.
broke protocol this morning. Sad. Worried won't be able to run MDR like he did.
That tracks. I have similar worries.
God,
So
thanks.
I recall this. I objected.
Thanks. They're all
Thank you for telling
very
me.
helpful.
Puzzling you have an outburst like this.
We knew Carol D was leaving beforehand.
Pete just disappeared.
Gone. And I don't know if some new job or drunk on a beach or dead.
That's enough, please.
Considering how close they were as well,
Yeah.
apparently. Yeah.
Things like deaths happen outside of here.
So death doesn't exist.
Life at Lumen is protected from such things. Great potential response to that from all
Yeah.
of you
That's not healthy.
is gratitude. I also think that melon isn't getting any tastier.
God. This is so also creepy and weird because they just like brush over the important things, you know? Which one do you want?
You gotta be particular.
What's going on? What was he doing outside?
Sorry I derailed your game.
Thought I already had, but then yeah, you made
You
it
took
way
it even
worse.
further. Yeah.
How are you gonna figure out if Petey's okay?
I think Milchick was pretty clear.
You don't.
He says something, it's best to listen.
Who cares?
Because he can't always be nice like that.
Let's get this new group photo
But he's
before
got
the
a
melon
dark
bloke sets in.
side.
The melon bloat. Who gets bloated by melon?
Well, it depends how much melon you eat, you know? What if you eat a
Okay.
lot of melon?
Great big smile.
See, everything's so blue and
You're
green.
gonna be looking at this every day. Hey, gratitude.
Gratitude.
Come on, Ellie.
How many pictures are they taking?
What is she doing?
What are you doing?
Not gonna work here anymore. Sorry.
What do you mean?
Ah,
I quit. I don't want to do the file sorting thing, or the never seeing the sun thing, or the disappearing friends thing.
There's code detectors.
Did you know that? Have you tried? Because frankly, it sounds made up.
this don't sound good. I mean, it does sound made up. And like we said, he brought the tissue in, so
Yeah.
what's to stop? But it didn't have writing on. But
Ellie!
come on, man, run faster! Oh.
She broke it.
Whoa.
But is that on purpose? Because
I mean,
they
Milchick
know
could
she
have
was
stopped
trying to
it.
get
Yeah.
in with the note.
Yeah.
But if you secret a note, would it know?
Oh my god.
What was that?
Mr. Greener?
Greener. That's the. Oh,
Come on out.
he's intimidating.
What have we got here? Perhaps you better come with me.
See, you found my wayward trainee. Appreciate your help, sir.
He looks so intense.
The note. Must have just forgotten to go over data smuggling rules with Helly. Yeah.
I think he's a very
So-
happy person.
Big department chief now, Marquez. On you then. Let's go.
No. It's taking the fall. So he's the guy who's after Petey. Or Petey thinks is
Yeah.
after him.
Oh, we could do another little corridor walk.
Yeah. I loved how everything just went red. Like, it's so
Yeah.
intimidating. What does that room say? What in the heck? Break room.
Break room.
Huh. This is where they break you.
Maybe.
That is the worst corridor I've ever seen in my life. Imagine you had to go down that to your break room every day. It's a lot less inviting than the other corridors.
So you're a doula.
A midwife.
What? Is he on a date? He needs more.
So, Lumen, like half this town.
And half of me. That was a joke.
It was funny.
Yeah. Archives division, sensitive material, hence the...
So you don't know who you work with or what you do.
Yeah, that's the idea.
You could have a girlfriend at Lumen and not know it.
2 girlfriends.
Yeah.
Like you could forget they exist for 8 hours.
That's
every day
kind of
for
the
your whole
idea.
life.
I think for some people, it's the point.
Isn't Minnesota like crazy cold?
Told the one time I visited from my home in Montana.
So those are different places.
I don't know how well this is going for him.
Most severed workers don't see the sun their whole lives.
They're against Severance.
Continuing to force legalized severance on our state.
They're forcing it now.
You're severed. You go to 2 separate hells. Is that true?
I don't think this is a great date.
Forced labor. Really? Okay.
Severance is subjugation, asshole.
You 12 years old? Are you even in high school yet?
Wow. Man.
He's very for Severance.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's had it done, hasn't he? So, I don't know if the date went too well. She turned up, or is it Mrs. What's her name from next door?
Mubbins.
Yeah.
Mrs. Selvig.
Peace offering.
Oh,
Are
I
we
hate her.
fighting?
Damn bins.
Thank you.
Do you want to come in?
Why don't you come in? I have milk.
Why, thank you.
She was waiting for that invite.
Still waiting for that third bulb to revive itself?
Yeah.
To revive herself. She drugged him or something.
Maybe.
What is it?
Wow. These are magic.
What is it?
My late husband was a carpenter. Before he passed, he
It's just
said,
the way she talks.
Yeah.
"Start building us a house in the hereafter. And there would be a small guest apartment in the back in case I found a new man."
So sweet.
He even drew blueprints, which I keep in my purse.
She's so strange. She's creepy.
She is creepy.
She's gonna instantly throw up.
Yeah, probably.
You gonna change it?
Maybe.
Has he gone to half loot? Oh, he's got no spares. Has he gone to half? I guess he's not gone to that address yet.
No.
Oh, did that say Gemma? His late wife, yeah. So this one just goes out to dinners, gets home drinks.
Yep.
That's about it, really. Lives in the snow. Just gonna accidentally take that in with him.
Accidentally on purpose.
Mr. Milchick, it's
Calling
Mark
in
Scout.
sick.
I actually woke up not feeling terribly well. Just very minor stomach event.
I know your innie will be sad to have missed the day.
They're definitely watching him.
Yeah, 100%. Why didn't he wait till the weekend?
Just you two.
You don't think that
He's probably sick.
I'm not looking to be department chief.
A lot of confidence for a man who once got disciplined for dozing.
I can't help that I was hired older than you.
Need a nap every now and then.
Never stops, huh?
Endless toil.
Where's Mark?
Sick or fired? Probably sick.
Wouldn't have fired him for my note thing, would they?
No way. He did a stint in the break room yesterday.
What did he do in there?
Did they?
Did he sound ill?
He said it was abdominal.
Funny timing.
The actor of that guy looks familiar. Yeah, why wouldn't he wait till the weekend to do this?
Because he just has to do it now.
Right, I'll do it at night.
Looks really shady.
Yeah. But then again, that makes it look a bit more normal than the
Yeah.
kind of just those houses that kind of look a bit
Erasers
creepy.
are mostly decorative, since we don't have pencils. Finger trap is fun as long as you know how to use it safely, but it's really more about what they represent. We finish on average 1 in 5 files before they expire.
Is that alright?
Is he dozing again?
Yeah. Don't do it, man. I love the way there's a shot of just the fade out of them talking. How do the numbers feel? Sleepy. What the heck is going on?
That's what's in the intro.
Intro, yeah. I was literally going to say in the intro there was the creepy black goo, and what is that about?
Is this how you get disciplined?
Is this him dozing off and freaking out? Like, is he asleep? Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Irving.
Is that why they can't sleep? They never sleep in the severed thing, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Like, they only sleep as an outie, not
Yes.
an innie.
Yeah.
So is that what happens when their brain
They
starts
fall
to
asleep,
sleep?
so that's why he got discipline for
snoozing,
dozing.
Yeah.
But they genuinely wouldn't need it outside.
No.
Like, oh, well, because they've had the sleep outside.
Yeah.
Huh. That's freaky and weird. But I guess it tends to happen because he said, like, I'm older. Like, as you get older, you want naps, you know? That's being Pete?
What will be harder to fix, Irving, is my and Miss Cobell's trust in you. We'll do a wellness check with Miss Casey and go from there, all right?
Thank you, Mr. Milkshake.
These rooms are so weird.
Yeah, I mean, the whole building is.
Tame thy tempers.
Let your weakness live in your veins. Let not weakness live in your veins. What sort of messed up stuff you see when you fall asleep?
Nothing scary yet. Oh God, a 4.
Don't fuck around. I told you. You'll understand when you see it, so just be patient.
What even are these numbers? Like, do we even know what we're supposedly cleaning?
It's all encrypted. Could be messed up
My
stuff.
theory? The C.
Oh.
The C.
All the plastic?
Think about it. Okay, if our Audis are up there severing their brains, shit must have gotten pretty bad. Famine, plagues, etc. So what is a desperate humanity to do?
Yeah, because they wouldn't even know how bad or what it's like at all.
Populate the sea. You gotta send probes down to the sea to clean up all the deadly eels and shit, because we can't cohabitate with them. So we send the probes down, they send us the data coded. We sense what's eels, tell the probes what to blow up.
Okay.
Wow.
This is the leading theory?
It's my theory.
Now, Irv thinks we're cutting swear words out of movies.
Nice.
Oh, God.
What is it? Like, what are we actually working
What if they're
on?
imprisoning people?
I don't know. Thought without Severance it would make more
Picking people
sense,
out.
but I've been reintegrated for 2 weeks now. I've been mapping out the floor.
Holy moly.
I hid the original for you when I left.
His head ain't doing too good.
No.
Like, he did that at the dinner, like, he was like
You okay?
in pain.
Reintegration sickness.
Never heard of that one.
Sound too
Because I'm
fun?
the first dipshit that's ever had it.
What is it that happens down there that's so bad?
There's this room. We go in there when we don't act right.
Break
The
room.
wellness room, or the break room, yeah.
I'm afraid you're not sorry. I truly am. I'm sorry. Please read the statement again. Forgive me for the harm I have caused this world. Thankful to have been caught. All I can be is sorry, and that is all that I am. Again, please, for the harm I have caused this world.
To this world.
Fuck is that?
Yeah, literally.
That's the break room.
They just have to atone.
For what they've done, yeah. But then, is there some way of them telling if they're telling, like, actually being sincere or not? Is that the boss? That looks like Mr. Egan, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. They kind of look like her a little
sorry.
bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
Hey,
think anybody was out here.
Christopher Walken.
Admiring the art while I wait.
Hung
He's got a green lanyard.
for many years. Broke my heart when they took it down.
Are you a department head?
Optics and design. 2-person department, so barely. We don't paint them, we do hang them. Most people only think of O&D when new handbook totes come in.
I love those too.
Yeah, there's new ones coming.
I
Best design yet, in my view.
Now, that's all I'll be thinking about until then.
She was one of the people in the Severance procedure, right? Her eyes look familiar.
Yeah.
That was actually a human interaction, if I've seen one, compared to... Yeah. I feel like she was one of the people up there. I might be wrong. Oh.
Already setting
getting-
the ambience.
Getting drugged?
What I'd like to do is share with you some facts about your outie. These facts should be very pleasing. Just relax your body and be open to the facts. Try to enjoy each equally.
Oh, the music, so...
These facts are not to be shared outside.
Are they actual facts about him, or are they generic?
I don't know.
Your Audi is generous. Your Audi is.
Are we ever going to see his Audi?
I reckon.
Your Audi is a friend to children and to the elderly and the
Yeah.
insane.
This just seems like
Your Audi is strong and
generic.
helps someone lift a heavy
Yeah.
object. Your Audi attends many dances. Your Audi likes films and owns a machine that can play
Play
them.
films. Oh, whoa.
Your Audi is splendid and can swim gracefully and well. I'm sorry. Please try to enjoy each fact equally and not show preference for any over the others. That's 10 points off. You have 90 points remaining. Please don't speak.
That's 10 points off.
What's happening?
Enjoy equally, Claire. We enjoyed the movie one too much.
Your Audi values water.
Why is she talking so much about his belly
It's
button?
a camera.
Was once in a newspaper.
I don't think it's about belly buttons.
Your Audi is skilled at kissing and lovemaking. I'm sorry. Please don't respond to any specific fact. That's 10 points off.
I was just...
Please don't speak.
Just sit there with a blank face and don't do anything. 2 tokens. Oh. Shriveled raisins. It's a tough decision. Yay, raisins.
No one accepts the resignations. What makes you think they're being delivered at all? What if you wrote the letters funky like one of those robot tests?
Hi, kids. What's for dinner?
How was wellness?
Great. I met the O&D department head.
Bert? He's a fuck. You didn't tell him where we are, did you?
Oh.
Bert's not a fuck.
Bert's pretty cool. She's feeling something.
Don't pretend you care about this department. You just want your waffle party.
Oh, beg fucking pardon.
Hey, guys.
Lumen has been good to us, and it is feckless.
Guys?
It feels like something.
Yeah.
Well, if they're clearing debris from space.
Yep.
Why is it,
You okay? Just fence off the bad data like I showed you.
Can you see the perimeter?
What?
The 0 wasn't moving.
Boom. Fucking refined.
All right, Helly. Hip,
You're
hip.
part of the team.
Scary. The numbers were scary.
Oh.
She suddenly knew what her job was.
Why were the numbers so scary, though? What was scary about
Who
them?
knows?
What if there are demons out there?
This person is scary.
Find your sleeping bag. You can use the shower.
What are you trying to say? Thanks for doing this, Mark.
This is very risky.
My work self would be pissed if I let you sleep in a greenhouse.
Considering Mrs. Selvig's next door,
Yeah. There's a shower in his basement.
I feel like he's gonna start freaking out or something.
You okay in there?
He's gonna like throw a black goop. That ain't good.
No, that isn't good. Maybe there's a reason people
Don't unsever, yeah. Well, it looked pretty permanent looking, didn't it? He's gonna freak out. I don't think this was your best idea.
No.
I love how, like, close and... He's experiencing 2 chronologies, yeah. Sound is crazy.
You okay?
Daydream. I fell asleep beneath the flowers. Ugh. We did wonder if they'd see another version, but no, not yet. What did you think of that episode?
Helly is not happy.
She's scared of those numbers. Maybe she starts to finally get it, though.
But she tried to quit to begin with.
Yes. Yeah, well, do you blame her?
No.
I like how, obviously going into this series, I didn't know really anything about it.
Yeah.
But obviously Mark is the main character, Adam Scott's character. But it's quite interesting that both episodes have started with Helly, like an outsider's perspective, an
Yeah.
outie's perspective.
Yeah.
Because we literally started with her procedure and
Yeah.
her filming that thing.
Maybe the next episode we might start with one of the other two.
Maybe,
outies.
yeah. But we got an answer to, I don't know if I included the intro or not. There's a bunch of notes I made, but one of them was, who's Mr. Egan? The first thing got answered, literally. Is it Carl Egan, did it say? I think that's what it said in the credits as well. Seems to be the leader of Lumen,
I guess
CEO, creator, founder.
Yeah, but we also saw that it was an implant in the brain.
Yes, yeah, but the thing was, like, obviously the question why I said about Mr. Egan was because, like, oh, what is Mr. Egan's favourite breakfast?
Yeah, which is one of the last
And
things
I
she
like
told.
how, yeah, she's like, well, that makes no sense. And even he was like, right? Because, like,
Yeah.
he doesn't know what it means either.
No.
But it's the last thing, yeah, that, it's the Milchek
Yeah.
said to her. But that procedure looks messed. You're awake for the whole thing. And there's a drill in the back of the head and then the implant. And you saw how far it went in.
Yeah.
And then it, like embedded itself so you can't pull it back out. So whatever the Petey did, well, it clearly didn't completely work.
No.
But, yeah. I think, am I wrong? Was that the woman...
I think it was.
Miss Casey, was it? Was she one of the people there? There was another person there that I recognised the eyes of, but I don't like an actress or something. But yeah, but I like how he was like, "Oh, the next time this consciousness will like wake or will be aware, you'll be in the lift." But we should have remembered.
It was nice to see
stairway.
the other
Yeah.
point of the stairs.
Yeah, yeah. Because obviously when we first saw it, we saw it from the perspective of the innie.
Yeah.
Where she's going and I'm here again.
Yeah.
But then I like how he was like, this is all part of the orientation. You're just,
Yeah.
But he's there to make sure she goes back in.
Yeah.
It doesn't just leave. Yeah.
It's nice to have this new character because, like, the way she's questioning things is
Well, yeah.
like the stuff that
It's
we
just-
would question. Because, like, the next
Yeah.
morning, and she's like, "So I'm back here again," and
It's the next
yeah,
day.
that-
And it's like, oh no, it's Monday.
It's
the weekend's gone. What, a whole weekend?
And-
You
I
get
don't-
used to it.
Yeah.
It's like, so we're not even friends outside. It's like, well, no,
Do
probably
you
not.
not sleep?
But like saying about that is like, it's a classic fish out of water character.
Yeah.
Like, it's a really good way of telling it. Like, I thought Adam Scott might be that character, like going
Yeah.
into it, which is quite interesting to see. Like, he's been there for 2 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, you need. You get that in most stories, just like a character who knows
You've got
as,
a character asking the question.
knows as
you're
little as we
answering.
do. Yeah, so they're like, wait, what is this? What's happening?
Yeah.
How? Yeah. Because obviously we had those questions in the first episode, but now she's fully there. She's starting to be
Yeah.
like, what are you doing with these numbers? What do you mean they look scary? What are they? I like how what were their names?
I like when she was like, "Oh my god, there's a number 4."
Yeah,
It's like, don't mess around.
Dylan, his theory is that they're clearing the sea.
Yeah, from the ills.
Because
so-
his theory is that the reason their outies must have come in here is because the well must be screwed.
Yeah.
But that's not it. Like, I mean, we know the reason Mark's in there is to forget.
Yeah. But Irv thinks they're just removing swear words from movies.
Which is so funny. It's such a funny, like, I mean, what else? What could you... I was coming
Yeah.
up with other ideas, but I don't know what else you could...
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But, like, why would the numbers be scary?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or is that just, like, a placebo kind of
Maybe.
thing? Like, she thinks that, and, yeah.
It was nice as well in this episode that
Sorry, go on.
Dylan was talking to Irv and kind of like made a jab at him about the time he got disciplined.
Yeah, for
snoozing,
dozing. Yeah.
snoozing.
Yeah, yeah. And he's like, well, it's not my fault they hide me older than you or whatever that is.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Because maybe I need a doze, to be fair. But then it was quite nice that it was in this episode because we also had in this episode like the
Him.
realization of Helly being like, wait, I don't sleep. Like
Yeah,
the days,
'cause
and then
he
we're
even
like,
said-
wait, they don't sleep
Yeah.
down here at all.
Well, that's what I thought when I was, it's like that you don't get any of the... Because that's even the comment like last time where he said, you look awful, you look hungover. And he's kind of like, do I? Like, I don't even know. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I've had a sleep, I guess. I feel rested.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
But then we
wouldn't
also
feel...
saw him...
Imagine being at work and always feeling ready to work and you're not
Yeah,
like...
but I never feel ready to work when I arrive at work. Would that take my grumpiness away?
Yeah, but the difference is
Because I wouldn't
you
be-
work. Because, like, if the one at home always got the rest and always got to chill and never had to think about going to work, then you'd feel different about being at work.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't even know. It's such a crazy concept. I really like the idea of it.
But we see
it's
what happens
messed
when
up.
he dozes, and we get this black slime.
Yeah, which I wish I commented on it, because we got the intro, and the
'Cause it
black
was-
slime was like pulling
Yeah.
the key card of Mark in the intro. And I was like...
So we're like, what happens when they sleep if they're in
Yeah.
the innie phase?
I like that they're called innie now. So...
But he goes for a wellness check anyway, so...
Yeah.
Which was just someone telling him really good things, which I very much doubt his outie even did.
Did any of those. Yeah, they seem,
But
like I
it's
said,
like
before she even started, I was like, are these actual things?
It's like a hypnosis
or are they
thing
generic?
to make you feel
Make
good
you feel
about
better.
yourself.
Yeah, exactly. To know what you're doing is a good thing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. To continue on with.
But
yeah.
you have to react to them all the same way.
10 points deducted.
If you get to 0, you're out.
Was he reacted to the dancing and then swimming, I think
Yeah.
it was, and then she said about you're good at kissing and an excellent lovemaker, and he's like, ooh, and she's like, please, 10 points deducted.
No more talking.
But yeah,
But he
everywhere
also
they go,
met-
they're watched.
He also met someone
Optics and
from
design.
another department.
Yeah, which was Christopher Walken, which we spoke about.
Dylan wasn't happy about it.
He's a fuck. He's not a fuck. They're arguing, and I like how then she's like, wait a second.
I think we saw the opening for spoilers for the next episode as well, which
Yeah.
it looks like they meet in a corridor.
It looks like the optics and design meet with...
Yeah.
One of the episodes, I think, is called The Something of Optics and Design. Oh, it's not the next one. Oh, the fifth episode's called The Grim Barbarity of Optics and Design.
Damn.
Next is called In Perpetuity.
To be fair, though, that portrait in that waiting room was pretty... I was just dozing.
Pretty what?
It's just pretty barbaric.
I guess.
Because it was this godly figure that looked a bit like Mr.
But he said they don't paint them.
Egan.
He said, we don't
Yes,
paint
sir.
them, we just hang them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just looked like he was whipping everyone.
For some reason, the woman looked a little bit like Helly in that image, so I don't know. But
We didn't really get much of the other woman in this one. The one in charge
of
the department.
What even is her name? Mrs. Selvig, right?
Yeah.
What
We
is
just
her
got her questioning if he was actually sick and that little cookie.
Well, she was at the break room. She was at... So, like I said, every single corridor looks very... Even though it's cold and white, it looks inviting in a
Yeah.
way. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like... I love when she ran away and then, like, the lighting
red.
was so good. It looks so
But this
cool.
is what we were saying in that
It was
bit
so
as well.
creepy, though, when she was in the lift and the guy just, like...
Yeah. But this is what I was saying during the reaction as well, that did that alarm bells go because
Yes.
they knew she wrote I quit and was trying to leave? But if
Yeah.
you actually smuggled something in, would they
Would it
know?
actually work?
Because on the first episode we highlighted he took a tissue down with him.
Yeah. We did
There
see...
was no writing on the tissue, obviously.
No,
but-
we did see, obviously, the guy, like, had, like, a... It was, like, a metal detector. It was, like, something different.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if that's... But they said it's in the lifts and the stairways, and she even questioned that. Like, how do you know? But, yeah, like you're saying, because as soon as she started running, Milchek grabbed, like, his radio or whatever.
Yeah.
So, he could have been just saying, yeah. And they
Because
could have
they're
just
watching
set the
so
alarm
much.
knowing she was doing that.
Yeah. For that sense of fear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, that break room was just concrete.
But then what's to stop her from... If it isn't an actual thing, what's to stop her from actually just trying it?
Yeah.
Like, how would they know? I mean, I know they're watching, but you could sneakily do it
Yeah.
because she was very blatant about that.
Yeah.
One, so, but we met what was his name? Grainer,
Yeah.
who that's who Pete thinks is chasing him, but maybe he's paranoid. But
Maybe.
but again, they call all the higher ups are like Mr. Grainer, Mr. Milchek,
Yeah.
Mrs. Yeah. But no, he was creepy. He has such a vibe about
Yeah.
it. I've seen him in something before, and I don't know what, but he looks
But
very
he
familiar.
to have sacrificed himself. To
Yeah,
save
Mark
Ellie.
did. Yeah. So he went to the break room, which again, we're talking about the
Who knows what
corridors,
happened.
is so like claustrophobic and
Concrete,
creepy looking.
yeah.
Reminding me of Silent Hill. I don't know why. But what happens in the break room?
Well-
apparently they confess to their wrongdoings.
Yes, because Mark then phones
yeah.
in sick to go to that dress.
Half loop. Yeah.
And he finds Petey there in an old greenhouse. And that's when he has a recording of what happens in the break room.
It's like, I'm sorry for what I have,
like, you don't
the
mean this.
evil things I have
Yeah.
committed, or something like that, he said.
To the world.
To the world, yeah, that's it. Like, yeah.
It's very weird.
So, like, that's what I was saying is they are doing this refining and they don't know what it is. What if it is something truly horrible?
Could be like dropping bombs or something.
That's why, yeah. Or I said it could just be picking people out and chucking them in prison or killing them or, like, you know. And that's why she's scared about those numbers.
Stealing
because
people's data.
Yeah, or stealing data. Like, it could be anything. Unleashing monsters.
But Petey ends up at Mark's house in the basement.
Yeah, which I don't know if is a great idea.
No.
Man, that end scene. Because, like, I think
It's almost like...
Oh,
sorry.
Go on.
I was just going to say, I don't know if he's actually removed the implant.
No, I don't
Because
think
he's
so.
just found a way
He said
for
we
it to
bypassed it.
bypass
so.
it. Which is, is the bypass failing?
Yeah, probably.
Because his body is severing itself in the reality.
But I don't think it's technically, like, there's not two of him.
No.
He's experienced two
Yeah.
of him. Like, he's experiencing both memories at
Which
the
you
same
see in the
time.
intro.
Yeah.
As well.
Like that's what,
split.
that's like in the intro where it's like the connecting
Yeah.
and the two like separate and like acknowledging each other. And I even said that in last episode when he was looking out, when Petey was out on the drive or whatever. I said, because before we saw Petey, I was like, what if it's himself? Like jokingly, like, oh, what if he's seeing himself? Like, I know there's not two.
No.
But yeah, if he's only bypassed the implant and it's like freaking out, like the memories, it's like deja vu. Do you know? I don't know if you experienced deja vu much, but when you're like, I've done this before.
But the thing is, which PT do we have right now? Do we have work PT?
Well, it seems like the outie one because obviously he's. Well, it seems like a mixture. No. It seems like a mixture because he's aware of both things.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
but I was
which
to say
PT is dominant. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say.
Sorry.
Yeah, with deja vu, it's like the one theory about deja vu is it's your brain storing memories incorrectly, like it's storing them in long-term memory rather than short-term. I don't think there's any proof to that, but that's kind of what it reminds me of in a way, is that his brain is starting to be like, the memories are getting messed up. It's like, I'm here, I'm there, it's just crazy. It's so cool looking, but yeah. A daydream I played at the end. I love that song. It's quite funny because we got that in another show, which also questioned reality, which is so interesting. They got a new picture.
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
Maybe.
He took a bunch.
Yeah, he did.
I'm sure.
I don't think she was smiling.
It's like make sure to look like happy. Like you're going to be looking at this forever. Like basically. It's on your desk. That little game they play with the ball as well.
Yeah.
And they gave it to Helly and she's like, I don't even know who I am.
Yeah.
It's like she's just been born.
But it's like Earth was just like, I like the 9 commandments or whatever
the
it
9.
was.
Yeah. Which one's your favourite? All 9. But like it is like you've just been born because you have no memories of your life or a life. I mean, she can obviously clearly function as a human, but
But then it's like when Mark was on the date with that Dooley, that there wasn't much that really happened with that date.
It was very awkward.
It was, but it's like her being like, so you could be dating someone, like in your work, and you would never know, like, and it is like.
Or like you're dating someone outside and then you go in there and forget about them. And he's like, maybe that's the point for some people, which we know.
Is. And then he goes a bit berserk at the no severance people.
Yeah. Because like, how do you know you're not 7? Because I guess, I mean, that's forced. But like he's saying, I willingly did it. Like, I feel like he's going to accidentally take that in. We saw that Petey's also drawn a map.
Yes. And there's a question mark on the map as well.
Yeah. I jokingly, like, earlier on when he turned on the computer and it came up with a thing, I jokingly said the Lost numbers. You were, like, confused. But the map kind of reminds me of Lost as well. There's a map that drawn in Lost on, like, a wall, and it kind of reminds me of that. Like,
But he did say he'd hidden a copy somewhere. So I'm wondering if there's
he's hidden a copy inside. I think that's why for you. I think he said that, right?
Yeah.
Because then, that's. So did he bypass it?
There's a part of me that feels like it's gonna be like behind the picture or something.
Yeah, maybe. Or in his little hologram thing.
Yeah.
What about his little... Because they said they just gave that to him, and, like, for some reason. Like, they didn't even say why. Because they get incentives for completing things as erasers. We don't even have pencils. It's more of a, like, just a milestone. And finger traps.
Yeah.
I really love... he's so funny. Like, the little...
sliding.
It's so good. These characters are all so fascinating. It's really interesting. But yeah, like, what I was going to say is, did P.E. work out how to bypass the thing first, then carried on working?
Maybe.
To work things out, because then he could, like, functionally make a map and remember what... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, how long was he conscious?
And then they figured it out, or he escaped when they realised, Yeah?
Who knows?
Crazy, crazy show, man.
See once we watch more.
I'm thoroughly enjoying this a lot. I love sci-fi, weird sci-fi concepts, and this is totally my thing. That's why I wanted to watch it. So, but we will see more next time. Very intrigued to see where it goes. I don't think his day went too well. And I feel like, she brought him around cakes or biscuits or whatever. I don't know what they were.
Biscuits.
She told a weird story about her husband or her ex-husband.
To a house, and
had a guest room for someone new she met or something like that.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was weird. Yeah, I don't know. But there we go. We'll be back next week for another episode of Severance.
Yes.
And if you can't wait, if you're watching on YouTube, we're 4 episodes ahead over on our Patreon if you'd like to check that out. Otherwise, no worries. We'll be back next week for more. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye-bye. Bye.